I want to talk to you really quick about this 13 moon calendar that I've been making the posts about. I'm just going to very quickly skim how it works so that you can have some understanding why I keep on making the posts about the different tones and codes of the day. The way that it works is it's based on the new moon to new moon, how it orbits the Earth, and it takes 28 days for the moon to go around the Earth one time. And it does that 13 times as the Earth is orbiting the Sun. 13 times in 28 days each month. It's just a very simplistic calendar that makes so much sense. 13 months. And that equals 364 days. And as you know, the Earth cycle is 365 days to orbit the Sun. And so the belief was that on that extra day, in human life, we would go up a step, and then we would go for a ride on the Earth around the Sun again, take a step up, go for another ride, and that's what would create the spiral of life. Makes so much sense, right? Because every single one of those days was given a galactic signature. It was given a code that if we were to learn about it, we could unlock a different dimension of our life, and we could basically synchronize with what was going on in the universe at that time. So every single day has a tone and a tribe that's given to it. And I don't know if you can see this calendar or not. It's kind of hard to probably see on the camera here. But see how each day has its own, this is the tribe, and then there's a sign that's given up here that shows which chakra is activated. And over here, these little symbols are things called tribes, tones, sorry. And each month has 4 different colors on the week. Like this week is red, which would be the week to initiate something. This week is refining. This week is transforming, and this week would be ripening. And it does that every single month. It's just like a cycle that we go through. And each month is given a tone, which like this month was the tone of radiance, which meant that if we deal with each day in the tone that it has, it helps us get to a point where we can radiate our own light. And then the next month ends up being about balance and equality. And it just continues through 13 cycles or tones. So there's 20 tribes, 20 different types of tribe that we could be. And then there's, I don't know if you can see that. And then these are the tones that we can have. And so there's a lot of options as far as the way that all the tribes, tones, chakras, the way the moon's placed. There's a lot of different options how they can synchronize. And that's why it's important to know what day it is, because it takes 52 years in that spiral of life for us to be able to attain every single possible combination of tribe and tone. And there's so many other terms, I'm not going to go into them right now, but it's all about the galactic signature for that day. And to me, it makes so much more sense than this Gregorian calendar, because that calendar is 12 months. They're not equal days. And it's almost like at that same time frame, they made us afraid of the number 13. Because, like Friday the 13th, we're considering it as an unlucky number or an unlucky day. Some elevators in the United States don't have the floor 13 even as an option to click on the pad. And they don't have the room 13 some places. But it's actually one of the most powerful numbers there is, because it's all about creativity and expression, and then having that create stability of all things. Stability. And they got us away from that for some reason. So I've been making these posts that show the code for the day. And it just helps us to synchronize and go into that dimension of life for the day. You know how you wake up in a mood, and it's just like a feeling that you wake up with that day, And what I found is that feeling synchronizes when I look at the code for the day. It's also interesting to learn what your own specific code was for the day that you were born. I can do it a little bit, but I'm not really super good at it. I mean, it's like I can tell you little pieces of it, but I know people that do it, for a living. That's just what they do. Like Vasumi is on my page as a Facebook friend. She is a specialist at this stuff. I mean, she knows how to get connected with it. So anyway, I just want to point all of this stuff out just to bring a little bit of awareness to it. I'm sure that once you start following like the little posts that I'm making each day, or you get your own 13 moon calendar and start learning about it, you'll find yourself go into a different dimension of being able to learn, a different form of synchronicity with your purpose as a human being on this planet. So, hope you have an awesome day, and I hope that little skimming makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. Talk to you soon.